Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So in the previous video I was very busy putting a new crop in and sorting other stuff out such as the bees, but I wanted to cut down these 3 trees. It turns out that I can do. This is really good news. Now there may have been several people who suggested this, but certainly Galcomp Gamer said try the lumberjack mod. So it's actually the first time I've ever used it. I've never used it before. I've downloaded it. And as you can see, we can now cut down these trees. Now, as I said before, it is a shame to cut them down because they're obviously very nice, but they're sort of taking up quite a bit of space in our field. So instead of just cutting them down and then forgetting about them, we will plant 3 more in memory of them. So, in fact, what I might be able to do is get a placeable tree mod and put 3 of the same variety of tree in somewhere else, maybe over here. Actually, do I have to? I might have already installed something. If we do have something... Oh, we've got fruit trees. Oh, we can actually make money off them too. Okay, that's even better. Yes, we'll do that. Probably quite expensive, but at least we'll be getting some money back for them. Having said that, we should actually get something back for these. So I think it is going to be a bit picky about where we cut exactly, but then hopefully we can delete the stump afterwards. It did just go green. Okay, there, somewhere there. There we go. So we are cutting. Whoa! Was that tree filled with explosives? Good grief! It's upside down, isn't it? Yeah, the part that I just cut, the trunk which I cut, is up there. Okay, so let's do the other one. The other 2. It looks like it's not going to allow me to cut further down than here. Somewhere here. Right, so that's a bit more natural. The way that's fallen is much better. And now for the 3rd tree. By the way, it's not the chainsaw which is being picky about where to cut. It's definitely the tree itself, because without a lumberjack mod it wouldn't even cut at all. So, oh yeah. There we go. Will this one take off? Not quite. So this is going to be a bit of a tidying up project. It's going to take a little while to do, especially as you can't just sort of trim the branches off quickly. I think they are fairly substantial. But yes, we... Oh, no. What's going on? Yes, hopefully we can still cut them off without too many issues. That's shuddering. That's really shuddering. So definitely probably not a good idea to be messing with these, because it could somehow mess the game up, but hopefully it won't do, and I do have the save game backed up, so if it does, we can just go back on it. Okay, so how do we actually remove a tree stump? Oh, it's probably not going to let me... Yeah, I probably should have just gone to the Giants Editor. Oh, it worked, but I wasn't recording. I think it must be when it comes up with the red. As I said, I have never used this mod before. But it definitely works. I just removed the stump. Stump number 2. There we go. Fantastic. So we just have one more stump to remove. It's somewhere in here. Where is it? There it is. Right. Okay. So we just need to get it to go red. And this stump will be gone as well. Brilliant. So how do we get these trees to the sell point? To the sawmill? I would love just to tow them in one go, but I don't think we can do. It's going to be painful actually. I suppose what I could do, if you just excuse the lack of realism for a few minutes, is I could put it sort of strapped onto the front of here and then drive there, maybe in reverse, or we could put it into the trailer with this tractor because this one has much more power. So yeah, let's just try and get that done. I don't think it's going to be a good idea chopping it up into many pieces because it's probably just going to glitch and go a bit crazy. Don't worry though, this is the only thing which is semi-unrealistic that we'll do, just because we have to, just to get them out of the way. Rock. Definitely need to get rid of that rock. I need to get into Giants Editor and just move a few things around, just to make it a bit easier. But just look at these. Goodness me. So yes, I'm going to try my best to get that strapped into the trailer, and hopefully we can sort of tow it. That's the plan. Right then, so as you can see, we are in. I'm hoping that it's going to be able to tow, but we will soon find out. If we can keep moving, then that would help. I've got to pick up the speed, keep momentum. I'm not really worried how long it takes to get there, just as long as we get there, and also providing that we can actually sell them. There's also the issue of not getting them into the into the trigger, because I think it's undercover and the building is potentially in the way. So yes, I'm going to time-lapse this because I don't want to sort of make a meal of doing unrealistic things. Let's just get it done, out of the way, and then forgotten about. Then we can replace them with some lovely fruit trees. And yes, hopefully we do have the power. I have diff lock on and I have four-wheel drive. Well, we have two-wheel drive. We only have a two-wheel drive tractor. There is a good chance of getting stuck on a neighbouring tree. That's better. I think it is better to try and fill the trailer instead of having it hanging off the back. So no doubt we're going to get stuck on some things on the way, but we'll see how we go. Well, overall not too bad. I did get stuck a few times going through the wooded area. That was to be expected. And we might be able to get underneath this shelter. Hopefully we can do. And then the biggest challenge is selling it. It might not be compatible or something. Hopefully it is. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully that isn't the trigger. We're free! If they don't want it, they can keep it anyway. we just won't take the money for it. Okay, so if it does sell, it's going to be a really good amount of money. Wow, £3,415. And I think I did prune a few branches off it. The other two are complete. And also, yeah, we have a few leftover branches from that one. So let's go and get them. Again, it's going to be tricky, but there might be a more direct route. Ignore fin number 5, it's not ours, I need to keep reminding myself to sell it. Yeah, there's not really a more direct route. This is the way to go, so I'll see you when all three have been sold. Well, the unrealistic side of things is pretty much over. We just have to get this one into the sell point, but it's all been going okay. Obviously, far too heavy for this traction trailer, but the mighty little thing just keeps going. Punishment this, especially for the trailer, which is actually taking the weight. Yeah, okay. So we just have to ram it underneath here, and then we should get paid quite a bit of money. Okay, there we go. So it's as far as we can go. It's in. It's been about £4,500 a tree, so very good. Missed a bit. Okay, brilliant. So we don't need to do anything as unrealistic as that again, because all the other trees are very straight trees. They're just fir, and I think I just did put the fir trees in, like Christmas trees. So they'll be easy. You just trim the foliage off, log them up, put them into a trailer. We'll get a proper logging trailer though by that time, and then we just bring them here and make loads of money. And I wouldn't have even touched these 3 trees if they hadn't been so much in the way, but as you saw in the previous episodes, they really were in the way. And here we are back at the farm. Now we do actually have enough money to buy another field, a very small field, but we can't really do it yet because we still need to spend probably about £15,000 to £20,000 on the bees. We have to buy the bottling plant, which is where we can put all the honey in the jars and then sell them. So yeah, I think it'd be silly to spend the money on a field at the moment, but it's definitely going to happen. Why am I stood here? Getting covered in bees. 1 full honeycomb, so that can wait for now. But yeah, the important thing is this field here. As you can see, it's full of weeds. They just appeared from nothing. I'm pretty sure it's an established weed, and it just went from a totally clear field to a fully weed-infested field. It means that we're going to have to go and spend some money on some herbicide and get them sprayed off. I'm actually quite surprised that we haven't seen the first stage of growth, because it has been a while. I'm sure it is imminent. So, yes, we have the sprayer just over there. Let's just spin round. Park the trailer in the trailer storage spot, which should be about here. Roughly here. We'll likely have to take the other tractor to go and pick up some more herbicide, unless we just take this tractor with the sprayer on the back. We may have some herbicide. Oh, we do. Nice. There's the combine looking very proud. I'm a big fan of that mod. Very nice. So it's got liquid fertiliser in it. Just empty that. Getting a whole IBC for such a tiny amount. It would have fit in a very small jug. Right, so yes, this is certainly herbicide. Can't remember how much we actually have in here. Okay, well that clears that up. 12 litres. That is abysmal. Yes, I think it would be wise to go and buy a full IBC if we can afford it. Although that would be quite expensive. How large of a capacity is the sprayer? 600 litres. So a full IBC wouldn't fit. We shall put the full IBC on this. How much does an IBC cost? £2,400. Well, we could afford it. If you think about how much money we just made from those trees. And I did throw 2 small branches just down the side, which we'll sell at a later date. Yes, I think we've had enough time lapses for now. I will see you when we get over to the store, unless anything interesting happens en route, like being pushed off the road by an angry road user. Yep, nothing eventful on the road today. Well, not yet anyway. There's still time for me to go flying. Right, so the herbicide IBC, we'll purchase that. There we go, and we'll get them to load it up for us, since we don't have a forklift yet. There we go, it's on board. Looks big, a bit of a view blocker too, I can't really see where I'm going. But let's get it strapped, close the door before attaching. Okay, I will do I have to do both? Yep, makes sense. And now we can, hopefully, I was kind of glitching through. Yeah, hopefully get that transported back. We'll get those weeds sprayed off. Now we can sort of look around the sides of it. Who cares about what's directly in front? Power! Yes! Oh, sorry. I never even looked that way. That's a persistent looking face. One thing which I really hope they do in the next farming simulator is add more characters. Mostly because of my survival roleplay. It makes it very, very tricky to have other characters in it with only three males and 3 females. And even they look fairly similar. The 3 to choose from I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, we're almost there. If we can get up the hill, hopefully we can do. Maybe next year. Maybe in 2 years. Or any time this century would do. There we go, finally. The slogan for that delivery company can be, we'll get it to you as fast as our vehicles will let us. Let's get it filled up to the top. We don't really need 600 litres, but we might as well just put it in there. So we can wave goodbye to these weeds. They are going to go into that sort of withered state. Oh, it's germinated, so we can't really see what we're doing. But yes, you can see they are dying off. I don't know how well that picks up on camera, but you've probably seen it before anyway. For anybody watching in low resolution, here's a close-up. See a withered weed just there. So it's certainly working. But yeah, it's about time it started to grow. It's been ages. I'm hoping to get this crop harvested pretty quickly. Next episode was the plan. But now it has germinated, we actually can apply more fertiliser. We only have to apply the fertiliser twice in this series, so that'll do. We'll get the straw, which will bring in a good amount of money. And very soon we're going to rest. I'll probably fertilise it before I rest, because it's just going to make it easier. If it will let us. And then in the morning we can extract some more honey. And then, yeah, next time we will certainly be bottling it up. But I still want to buy a shed. I would love to have an actual shed to do all this in. Because currently we are just separating the honey from the honeycombs outside. And it just doesn't really seem like the right thing to do. It works, but it just doesn't seem right. And then as for the place that we sell the honey, I'm not sure if we have to buy that place. I should probably check. But anyway, let's get this finished off. I might move straight onto fertiliser. But yeah, we're going to have to go to the store to pick up some more fertiliser. Yeah, I overbought the fertiliser. We have about 5 bags at the store, but not to worry. Next time we're there, we'll pick them up, we'll bring them back, and they will certainly be used. The crop looks surprisingly good, considering we've been driving all over it to clear 3 trees. So that is it, all sprayed, all the herbicide is on, the fertiliser is on, so we just have to wait now until it's ready to harvest. Which I'm really hoping is going to be at the beginning of the next episode. So I'm just going to park this over here. Should be fine. And yes, we'll rest after this episode. Let's just open this up. We have 50% honey in there. We have at least 1 honeycomb. 2 honeycombs, nice. So let's get them out of there. can we take... Oh, no. Can't spawn them. Yes, if I... Yes, in that case, if I do rest, we should better get them out. The next morning. A beautiful morning. Any progress? That's one stage off ready, I think. Yeah, things are growing quickly. And what do we have here? We have 5. So we should now be able to at least get a few out. It says 4. Is it because I might have some stud here actually? Unless, maybe it's because I haven't opened the lid. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I can take 2 out anyway. Probably because these 2 are now in the way. So if we now put them over here. It's going to separate the honey from the honeycomb. And it will give us the empty honeycomb back. So let's just see if it will allow me to take the other 2 out as well. It probably was the lid. Yeah, makes sense. So the honey separator will do the rest. Oh, my honey is going to waste. And that should actually make this about 100% full ready for the next episode. Look at it go. Spinny! Very spinny. Better close the lid before it flies everywhere. So there's still plenty of honeycombs in there, as you can see. We still have one full one. Close the lid for now. And we just have to wait until this is ready. And then we can get all the bottling up stuff, the honey bottling plant. And I was going to have a look at the sell points, but I really don't know. Is it in the main list? No, which makes me think that there is actually a building. I would imagine. Fruit trees, beekeeping supplies, honey room. Yeah, I don't know at this stage. Is it the farm shop? I'll need to look into it. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.